Special. Starring Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. Harrison Ford as Han Solo. Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. With special guest star, Beatrice Arthur.
Welcome back to Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi.
Outcast.
There you go.
You're reminding me of Bert Kreischer when he's brain farting.
Yeah. I didn't have to, like, that time, my delay was realizing you were talking to me.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm having a nightmare.
Dude, I want, on the episode today, he says 100% nightmare. I want that as a t-shirt.
Do you know?
100% nightmare.
Do you know, I've counted every time Tom rebuttals something back to him or asks him something, he's like, oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He constantly...
One of his ticks.
It's one of his things. He goes,
Well, that's
100%.
Bert, though. Bert, all or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
100%. That's just one of my, like, if I ever came up to him and I was like, hey, Tom, I can do a perfect impression of Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. And just say, nightmare.
Nightmare.
100% nightmare.
I was just thinking about Norm Macdonald and Star Wars. What if Norm Macdonald as the Emperor would be the greatest thing?
Yep.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
Why don't you, Norm?
The Jedi are
Have
taking
you,
over. They're a bunch of jerks.
You heard the story about
Darth
Plagueis.
Plagueis. Darth Plagueis
Plagueis
the Wise. Man, he was a real creep.
He would have been great.
Yeah. Throwing his little things in there, like his little disclaimers or his little niche ideas.
Yeah. Unlimited power.
He's got what you call unlimited power.
Where's teabagging his buddy?
Yeah, I saw that. This game has a lot of teabaggings happen.
Dude, why are you moving? Stand still.
He's
so
like,
I
did
can
you-
shoot
You will let me teabag.
Says me thinking about, early 90s SNL and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Sandler's most recent stand-up thing that's on Netflix?
Yeah, where he did tribute to Chris Farley.
That was part of it, yeah. That was actually a really good special.
It was edited by like a crazy man that like had to go through a bunch of footage of him on the road doing
And
his
in
set.
rehearsal.
Yeah. Oh god.
That was great. But like, that was like, that's the type of, like that felt like Adam Sandler. It didn't feel like, oh, we've seen this a million times, Adam Sandler. And it didn't feel like, oh, he's doing this voice to do this. He used the voice, but like in a way that is less Adam Sandler being like, oh, look, I'm Adam Sandler.
Yep.
But in a way that was actually part of the jokes and stuff. And I was like, this is classic Sandler. Like, it was really good. Really good.
Yeah. That weird talky baby voice that he does.
Yeah.
That was a staple back in the day.
Phone, wallet, keys, dude. That song in there.
Phone, wallet, keys.
Phone, wallet, keys. Phone, wallet, keys. That's a great song.
He's actually a good songwriter.
Yeah. And of course, Farley. The Farley song was good too.
Yep. I'm singing about Chris Farley.
That's something like there's.
Living in a van down by the river.
He was on. He was on David Spade's talk show.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Recently.
What happened to
That's
that
on
show?
Comedy
Like
Central. It's still on
late
there.
night, or what is it called?
I think it's just the David Spade show.
No, it's called something.
I don't know. I've only.
He was doing it during the prime of Tiger King.
Yeah.
On Webbase.
But he has on Comedy Central. He has.
No, I know, but he kept doing it. It's
Oh,
called like
yeah.
Lights Out or something like that.
Lights Out. Yep.
With
but
David Spade. He'd always have comics show up, and they would always roast like
he had
people on Instagram.
Jim Carrey on there. That was really interesting.
On David Spade show?
Yeah. Because Carrey was a stand-up guy too.
I know, but like, I don't remember Carrey being. I remember Carrey being on the Norm Talk show. That was hilarious.
No, yeah, he was on David Spade's. Maybe not too long ago. I don't know how long ago it was,
During Sonic.
but it might have been.
Or Sonic.
But then like Sandler too was on Conan's podcast.
Conan Needs
That
a
was
Friend.
really good too. That's awesome. Whenever you get like the SNL, classic SNL dudes on there, and they sit and talk about their time at SNL, it's amazing.
Yeah. Anything goes. They talked about Chris Farley a bunch. I know, like Adam
Yeah.
Sandler, like they did. They told a gross story about Chris Farley jerking off into somebody's Playboy magazine or something,
Yeah.
and like leaving it like all crusty and shit.
Yep.
And they're like, Chris, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, oh, and he got all like defensive and like a good boy like vibe to him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I didn't mean
classic-
to do that.
the classic
I didn't
Farley,
mean
yeah.
to do it. Don't tell on me, David.
So, looks like it was 5 months ago. Jim Carrey was on David Spade.
Okay, I
Lights
might
Out.
have seen maybe the clips. I always want to find the full episodes of Lights Out, but they're never anywhere I could find them.
It's probably on like Comedy Central's website or something.
Because it's Lights Out is actually pretty underrated. They do
it's
a
good. There's a
really
lot of
funny
dudes on
job of like roasting people.
Yep. Jim Carrey is still weird. That's
But it's perfect.
confirmed.
I'm glad he's still weird. And times like these, we need weird.
But I mean, like modern weird Jim Carrey, where it's kind of like
Creepy?
a little bit.
Unhinged? I'm happy with it. He's changing his image to something more, I don't know, natural and no nonsense.
Yeah.
If I had Jim Carrey money, I'd do no nonsense shit too. I'd tell people, I'd truth bomb shit all over the place.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he does have I think he might have a messiah complex too.
That one surprised me.
If you watch
People
his,
also like he was probably always this weird. Wasn't constantly in the
have you seen the
eye because like
Jim
he's
and
a
Andy?
comedian. Comedians aren't the most stable of people.
have you seen Jim and Andy?
No.
Him
Oh
on-
yeah.
Him on the
yeah.
set of Man on the Moon,
Yeah.
where he basically acted like Andy Kaufman acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Because Andy Kaufman would act like an asshole in situations, but behind the scenes he would be like really nice and comforting
Yeah,
to
he would-
people he's being an asshole
He
to.
would play the character of Andy Kaufman playing a character.
Right. But Jim played the Andy Kaufman character,
Yeah.
and that was an asshole, and he would just berate that the one wrestler guy on the set of the show.
Yeah.
And the guy was like on the verge of just like knocking
was,
Jim Carrey out.
Wasn't it Jerry Lawler?
Yeah. The King or
Yeah.
whatever.
Jerry the King Lawler. He for a lot of us 90s people, if you ever watched wrestling in the 90s, like
Ready
I
to
don't know if
Rumble?
he was ever on WCW, but
Remember
for
that
sure
movie?
WWF. He was always a commentator. So just trying to find some fucking list of people.
Do you think that really does it, John? The reticle not being like red. Oh, there you go.
See?
There.
Ba ba ba.
I gotta.
Oh,
I
shit.
kind
Oh,
of gotta
peek
do
and
that because
shoot.
I got 2 hit points.
Pique.
Grenade it.
I'm out of
Pique,
grenades.
pique.
I gotta fish for those shots.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, I see a health tank.
I saw the shield generator too. Who's this? Uh-oh.
Shit. You have to, come out of cover. If you could switch your
Right.
weapon arm.
I don't know how far we can get with 2 hit points, so it's gonna be a
Just
task.
need one of the. We'll just race.
Yeah. Just
Race
run right
to the
through.
finish.
Do you still watch
No.
SNL stuff, Tyler?
Do
I
I?
know Sean doesn't
Do I still?
watch SNL stuff.
It hasn't been on in a while.
Well, I mean, like recently.
I catch clips of it on YouTube after the fact, and if something happens that I really want to see more of, like the ones that I watch are like if it's John Mulaney showing up, I'll watch that
It's a
one.
special moment situation.
Yeah, if it's somebody that I know is going to be good and have like
Right.
good sketches, yeah, I'll do it.
That's like, yeah, same. Like I watched when they did Good Burger,
Yep, I watched that one.
and I watched.
That wasn't Fallon though, right?
No, they did it on SNL. I thought. Didn't they?
I thought they did a Fallon reunited thing with Keenan and Kel.
I don't know. They did a full-on Good Burger scene. I thought it was on SNL.
Okay.
Could have been. I know they did it on All That when they brought that back. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Fallon. Yeah, it was Fallon. Definitely was Fallon. So that wasn't an SNL related, but and then
Loosely.
Eddie Murphy when he was on there recently. I watched his.
I watched that for sure because he
Stuff.
did Mr. Robin's
Yep,
Neighborhood.
which was hilarious.
He didn't do
Gumby.
He didn't do Buckwheat.
Buckwheat?
Interesting you say that because I was singing, Daddy, nah, and it's nah, Mama,
Yeah.
the weird Buckwheat sings.
Yeah.
And he's like,
So he did. I thought he did
Wookin'
Buckwheat. Maybe he
Panah,
didn't.
Banada one paces,
Yeah.
Wookin' Panah.
I thought he did Buckwheat. I know he did Gumby. I thought he did Buckwheat on like Update or something, didn't he?
Oh, maybe.
Shit.
But yeah, that was good.
Oh, he died like
So,
with
yeah,
the
like-
pimp things.
If it's a special thing, I'll watch, but I don't. I was trying to pinpoint when I stopped caring about SNL.
Dave Chappelle was a good one.
And yep, yeah, I watched that too. What I said, I kind of pinpointed it to like early mid 2000s.
There was a good like Donald Glover one.
Probably.
We'll be back in the next episode, and we'll continue with this level. Goodbye. Pay no attention to the man typing on the screen.
Pay no attention to the man.
Leave it at that, I guess.
On the Star Wars special